Hello, this is James Brandon, and I'm recording a presentation for Structure and Function of the Human Body class. Topic of my lesson is post-traumatic stress disorder and how it affects the body. Overview: post-traumatic stress disorder is experiencing or witnessing a life-threatening event. Military combat, natural disasters, tornadoes, floods, hurricanes, tsunamis, terrorist incidents, bombings and mass shootings, serious car accidents where people die or serious injuries occur, and physical and sexual assault in adult or childhood. All these things can cause post-traumatic stress disorder, or PTSD for short. Again, there's some causes. IEDs, explosions, combat, Boston bombing be a good example, terrorist attacks. The recent plane crashes, survivors of that would definitely have some PTSD. And assault or victimization of some kind, definitely going to possibly leave some lasting effects. Some of the numbers: 7.8% of Americans will experience PTSD in their lifetime. Women are a little higher at 10.4%, and men are about 5%. And also approximately 14 to 30% of Iraq, Afghanistan combat veterans returning home have had an issue of PTSD. It's about 2.7 million as of 2014. Some of the symptoms, they vary. It could be from a couple hours after to months, even years. A lot of it's reliving the event and flashbacks. Something triggers it and your brain kicks back into that event, reliving it. Nightmares, or not wanting to sleep or not being able to sleep because you will have nightmares or can't shut your brain off for the night. Intense physical reactions to reminders of the event, anniversaries, smells, sights, something that triggers that memory that brings you back to that day and kicks back the adrenaline. You avoid situations that remind you of the event. You don't go back to the spot where it happened. Places that are like that, or things that'll are going to trigger an event. Going to the state fair where there's 10,000 people crowding around you causes a lot of anxiety for some people. Negative changes in beliefs and feelings, becoming cynical or just not enjoying the life that you used to live because you feel like everything is wrong or only going to get worse. And feeling keyed up all the time, also called hypervigilant. It's where you can't sit with your back to a door when you eat in a restaurant. You have to know where the exits are. You watch everyone's hands. You look for threats. You may, stay armed with a weapon of some sort so you don't feel vulnerable. Some of the things that happen to your body on the psychological side: you have fatigue, exhaustion, constant alert status, anger at just the situation or people, shorter temper, fuse is shorter. Some people suffer from depression, hypersensitivity, amnesia to some events, self-destructive behavior, drinking, driving fast, no seatbelts, things like that. On the physical side, your hippocampus in your brain is affected as the memory stays in your short-term memory. So your brain keeps keyed up. Your adrenal system is overloaded with the constant barrage of adrenaline. Some of the treatments: go to psychotherapy, focusing on the traumatic experience, sitting down, talking about it, trying to put it into words, what happened, and talk through with preferably people who are like you, have been through the same incidents. Cognitive behavioral therapy, understanding what causes your triggers, what makes you feel the way you do, and figuring out ways to change that way of thinking or behavior. Obviously, medication is usually added in with these other things: antidepressants and sleeping pills to help you sleep at night and shut your brain down for a little bit. And group therapy, obviously talking with people who have been through the same experiences. It's always seems to help a little better. People that understand you and know what's going on instead of somebody with no previous experience. Obviously, some of the big pictures that are out there, all the things that are tied up with PTSD. Thank you for my presentation, listening to me.